All right, everyone, how about 3 cards and a bottom card with me? I did a little pre-shuffle here for you. I want to see what the universe wanted to tell you. Sometimes it wants to talk about the energy weather update, and sometimes it wants to go somewhere else. I'm not sure where we're falling here. It's somewhere down the middle, I suppose. But it's just a reading, so we'll see. Right, the surface energy is 3. I don't know why, but when I shuffled for this, I put it down where you saw it when the video came on, and I hit record. But after I put it down, I heard Creedence Clearwater Revival Bad Moon Rising playing in my head. I'm not really sure why. I don't know yet. I just, trouble's on the way. Right? Don't come around tonight. I don't know. 3 swords crossed by the 8 cups. Somebody's leaving. Something is departing. Okay? It's heavy. It's bothering you. It's bothering you, or you're leaving and it's bothering somebody. It could be that roles can be reversed. Either way, it leads to something great. So try not to get in your head about it. It leads to something terrific. It's sort of like the way a scenario like this, the way it plays out, especially with the 8 swords here, because it tends to, see, the King of Swords is underneath it. The King of Action is somebody, you break up with somebody, you're like, fuck it. You go to the supermarket in flip-flops and a pair of ugly shorts and curlers just to get some crappy Stouffer's dinner just to have because you fuck it, kind of a thing, and you end up meeting somebody, and then it's on, right there. It can happen that quickly. I have something leaving and something new beginning all at the same time. It's almost simultaneous. I don't know what it is. All right, maybe you have a pet die, and then you happen to be outside a pet store, and the same day you get another one. Hopefully, you respected your pet a little more than that, right? I think little Chirpy the hamster probably deserved a few months between hamsters. Maybe, I'm just saying. All right, let's see where we go. 3 cards and a bottom card. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here or found Steve Love Terry, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I'm not a fucking time lord. Right? So it could be future influence for you. Somebody asked me if I'm going to replace Flem the parrot when he one day passes on. No, of course not. And not because, I might if I were younger, but I have a feeling he's going to outlive me. I'm going to have to pass him on to somebody. I can't take care of him anymore. You're going to have to take him. That kind of a thing. But anyway, if he doesn't, I don't have time to have another parrot. They live on the low side. Even if you're bad at taking care of them, they live 30 years. What the fucking hell? And that's if you never clean their cage, give them junk food. I suppose the Collectus parrot's a little less. They're very sensitive in diet. You got to feed them, organic vegetables and things like that. Any kind of fortified foods, and they get tumors and die very young. So you got to be careful about that. 4 of Cups, right? That's a weird energy. And the 8 of Wands, that's why, because it's like somebody is going through the motions. It's going through the motions. It's lip service. So it's an energy of lip service. All right. It'll be crossing the center card I pull. King of Wands, the Death card, and the King of Cups. You've got a King of... You've got someone, you say, there's someone here, I don't know who this is. This might be a family member, this might be a friend. I think you might be giving this person a pass. And they get replaced very quickly because you made the right decision. It might be one of those types of energies. There's a lot of energies that are leaving the scene right now. We'll probably end up talking about that in the Saturn reading, which is coming up tomorrow. Okay? I would imagine that would come up as a topic because that's sort of what Saturn, anyway, Saturn and Aries. You've got someone you say, for example, I love you. And they say it back. But it's not really believable when they say it back. It's said back with no feeling. Imagine your favorite love song, whatever it is, right? That one from Titanic that everybody likes, right? Imagine it sung with no feeling. No, just like that, blah. It's a bit what that is. And I think you've had enough. This could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be whatever. There's a lot of phoniness with that kind of things. There's a lot of phoniness within families and stuff. Like some people just aren't. The higher vibration you get, the less you're willing to deal with the phoniness that most people live in. It's really phony. I love you, love you. It's just lip service. It's not even real half the damn time. It really isn't. Whoever this is, I'm just giving you an example. I don't know who it is. It could be, it's represented by a King of Wands. It's you love them, but you're not feeling like you're getting it back. And you may tell them, we're done. We're finished. Death card. But the moment you do, something else comes in to replace it. The void doesn't have long to stay there. Something else comes in to replace it. Wow. King of Wands, why is it here? Tell me about this person. I don't know. I'm just curious. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. King of Cups. It's red with the King of Cups. It's crossed by the King of Cups. The love, you say I love you, and they say, it just doesn't, it's holding back the cup kind of a thing. All right, what's on top? The Six of Swords. Why is that here? The Two of Cups. This is oh, wow. Okay. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, is it? Okay, fine. This is someone you thought was a soulmate. Or I could take the hocus pocus out of it. It's someone you thought had your back. You thought they'd always be there. You thought whatever. And you're realizing that you thought wrong. Okay? Whether it's you thought they were a soulmate or you thought they'd always have your back, you thought wrong on some level. Let's pull on that King of Cups. And look, Death card. That was the bridging energy there. I was going to pull it. The Death card. The Death card's there. It leads to there. The Death card is the bridging energy. It's what I said. Everything I've said is valid so far. So I don't know who this is. It might be somebody you normally watch tarot readings for. It might be an ex. It might be, I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. Why is the King of Cups here? Let's find out. Let's find out about that King of Cups. And then I guess we'll have to find out about the Death card. Right? There's a lot of death in this fucking reading. Death. Lip service, mourning, sadness. Yeah, you are mourning and sadness a little bit. A little bit. I mean, you thought this person was a soulmate, or you thought they had your back. It turns out, I think you're thinking otherwise. And sometimes we don't notice it. It feels like it comes from you're showing them some sort of affection, and you've noticed it before, but it never really, you've sort of let it slide. But now, you're noticing there's an imbalance. You're not willing to let it slide anymore, right? It's not balanced. Okay. Why is the King of Cups here? Remember, the King of Cups is here, red with the King of Wands. It was crossing the King of Wands, which comes after it is red with the Death card, which is actually bookended by the Death card here, the bridge energy. This is a spot-on read. I don't know who it is, but I'm explaining it in a general way. All you got to do is catch my drift here. But this might be somebody you're thinking about letting go out of your life. Like, maybe they're not the friend I thought they were. Maybe they're not the uncle I thought they were. Maybe they're not the, the soulmate I thought they were. Whatever it is. Now you're giving it some serious thought, for sure. Why is the King of Cups here? Sorry about any banging. If you hear it in the background, I don't mean like banging, right? I mean hammers and things like that. We got some roofers here again. They're here all the time. I don't know what it is. I made a joke. Wasn't there some character on Murphy Brown who was like always there? He was like a repairman. I think his name was Eldon or something like that. I feel like we've got an Eldon. I don't know why. I just feel like it. The King of Cups is crossed by the Six of Cups. This is someone who's been around a while. That's why it's so somber. It is somber. Look at the rat. It is. What's on top? Lovers. And why is that here? It's a tough choice. It's a tough decision. It really is. What's the bridge? That's the Page of Wands. That's the Four of Swords. Yeah. You feel like you have no... can I just paraphrase? You feel like you have no choice. You've got to go on to greener pastures. You've got to move on to something else. You've tried everything you can to heal this connection with whoever this is. You feel like you have no choice. My job here isn't just to give you the energy. I can tell you the back end of the energy is you made the right decision. It leads to something. I'm going to pull on the death card right now. It's death, rebirth. We'll see what it leads to. But I can dig this. We've all had people in our lives like this that we have to do something like this with. Okay? Where you suddenly realize you're getting back about 1/10 of what you're putting in. Right? Even if it's just something as simple as saying, I love you. When they say it back, it has no feeling. It's like a love song with no feeling. It won't be a hit, no matter what the words are. The hit, the fact that a song is a hit, comes from the emotion of it. It has to move the water in people's bodies. Right? They're not moving your water. All right? Let's see where we go with the death card. Why is it here? I know they've been around a while because of the Six of Cups crossing, and I do think you probably felt you had some kind of soul connection with this person, and you might. I'm not saying you're not soulmates. I got a Six of Cups and a Two of Cups. You very well might be. But it means more to you than it does to them. Right? I don't feel like this is your runner or somebody like that. I feel like this is a friend or family member. Okay? That's what I feel like. Or a co-worker you thought had your back. You know, your partner in crime at the office. You know, they will stab you in the back the first chance they get, 8 times out of 10, I promise you. Actually, 7.8 times out of 10 in my own personal research. Right? People are very self-serving. If they can climb the ladder, they'll step on you to get there, no matter how great you are together or how many times you did each other's nails or whatever the fuck it is. They'll fucking step right on you 7.8 times out of 10. Why is the death card here? Take it for what it's worth to you, but I've done a lot of people watching in my life. I got a lot of notebooks. I've got data. I got the power of data. Why is the death card here? Tell me about this. So, yeah, it's the Empress. You're fine. You're making the right call. Do what you want. Make your own fucking decisions. It's an Empress crossing the death card. Do it. You're doing what's right for everybody involved. This person here, if it's sort of like if you owned a company and you had to let an employee go. You may like this employee a lot, but they're not doing their job properly, and that hurts all the other employees. They could put your company at risk. You've got to let them go, no matter how great a person you think they are. You do each other's nails on the weekends. Oh boy, you've got to let them go because they're hurting the company. It's for the greater good of everyone involved. That's where you're at here with the Empress right here. What's on top? The Magician. This transforms very quickly. As soon as this energy is released from your orbit, everything changes. It really does feel like that. Why is that here? I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried the devil was going to come out. I mean, look at that shit. Look at it. It's justice. It's what I just said. It's instant justice. It's unreal. And you begin a whole new journey. All right? It's for the greater good. Once you figure out who this is, and it's somebody who's given very little compared to what you're giving. It's very disappointing to you. Somebody let you down. It's okay. You know when you get, I'm going to use good karma and bad karma because the kids out here on YouTube love those two phrases. You know why you get bad karma half the time? Because you keep energies in your orbit that are shit, that are dragging you down. Right? It's just like your car. I take it and put it in 3D. You know why you're not getting the 46 miles per gallon the sticker said you would get? Because you're riding around with an Olympic weight set in your fucking trunk. Right? They don't test the cars with 150 pounds of weights in the back. So that's the equivalent of keeping somebody in your orbit who no longer belongs there, who's dragging you down. That's why you get instant good karma for releasing this. On top of that, it's what most people wouldn't do. People keep shit around. People keep toxin around. People keep energies around that are dragging them down. They keep stuff. I mean, I've gone into friends' homes and done an energy analysis of the fucking home. I will tell you, they keep shit that should have been thrown away a long time ago. I'm all for clutter. I find clutter to be a good creative outlet. Einstein thought the same way. His office was a complete mess, but he found it very useful. He found it very useful for being creative. I can dig it. I'm kind of the same way. My guitar room looks like I'm moving. You know, people ask, they walk in the room, are you moving? It looks like I'm fucking moving. I'm not, but it looks like I am. I can dig it. It's all clutter and crap, but it's all clutter with purpose. It's not just shit. It's all shit that means something. So people make a mistake of keeping all sorts of energies around that don't mean anything. This energy here, it let you down. It meant something to you once. It's time for it to go. It's probably a person, but it could just as easily be some shit, some stuff. Okay? Whatever it is, that's your reading. I tell you, it comes out okay. All right? So do what you want to do. Make your own decisions. But my job is to read the energy, and that's what I'm doing for you. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. All right? Good luck.